All right, we're talking about money today. Okay, so let's talk about the revenue or money clarity test for your employees. I found a simple way to identify if your team actually understands how they drive revenue. Ask them to explain it. Sounds obvious, huh? But most can't. Here's what happens when you ask, how does what you do on the daily contribute to reaching monthly revenue goal? You will get deer in the headlight, blank stares. You will get vague answers about, I help the team, I answer the phone, I schedule appointments, or my favorite, I do my job. Here's what works. Have every single employee, including VAs, overseas, stateside, what have you, write down their answers, not in a group, not verbally, written, and then have them send it to their direct manager for review. If they cannot clearly explain how their work connects to revenue in one paragraph, we have a problem, but also an opportunity to go back to basics. Let me give you an example of this, a real live example from an intake client service coordinator from law firm Edmund Bootcamp. Here's her answer. I help drive revenue with my time template where it's unwavering from 10 to 12 every single day for pipeline follow-up. My goal is 80 calls, text, email, that's her process, 3 touches, in 120 minutes a day on I split it between 3 funnels, current leads, old leads, and client care calls to past clients. I'm hitting about 60 touches a day. FYI, I'd really like an additional 1 hour a day to really crush this. My current conversion rate is 3 additional sales a week that we otherwise would not have captured. I've been doing this for about 6 weeks straight. Our average fee is $5,000 times 3 additional appointments is $15,000 a week, $60,000 a month. I would love to train Susie, our new legal clerk, and delegate scanning and binder assembly to her. Then I'm freed up 3 hours a day and I could get a greater ROI. I would love to get 5 additional book appointments a week. That'd be roughly an additional $100,000 a month in additional revenue. Boom, mic drop. Bad answer? I help the team by answering client questions and solve their issues. These are real answers that came out of law firm Edmund Bootcamp when I created a survey for them all. So this is a really eye-opening exercise. If you all are paying coaches, consultants, every single month, and you're not doing this and you do not know these answers, stop wasting your money and get a critical team member in your office or yourself if you do not have that leadership team within your business, and get really deeply curious and ask this question. We're at the beginning of the year. Now is the time. We are almost at 10 months remaining in 2025, gang. I can't even believe it. So here are some of the benefits of this. You identify which employees don't understand their revenue impact, their job descriptions, and their KPIs. You identify where in the firm we're not living by the ideal week and time templates. The recipe for success is incredibly unclear, especially if the majority of your team come back with answers like, I show up every day and do my job. Also, you learn where your team leader hasn't explained roles and goals yet very well. Maybe they're unclear. Maybe they lack the leadership, the confidence, clarity in the process, or sad to say, they might not be the right fit. Maybe your incentive-based compensation plan is non-existent and or not being monitored weekly and or that we're not reviewing it in the weekly stakeholders meeting. So the team, they're disconnected and what's in it for them. So you can fix this by having your team leader, or if you have multiple department leaders, work one-on-one with their direct reports until every single person can articulate their money-making impact. When people can explain how they drive revenue, it makes it more likely they actually will. And when they are incredibly clear of what's in it for them, an incentive-based compensation plan, you better believe they are not taking their eye off the money ball.
I'm so tired of micromanaging. How do I train, manage, and lead? I can't find time to be visionary. Head down in the